50 phrasal verbs with by.
Abide by. Abide by. You must abide by the rules of the game. You must abide by the rules of the game. Pass by. Pass by. I saw him pass by my house this morning. I saw him pass by my house this morning. Come by. Come by. She promised to come by later for coffee. She promised to come by later for coffee. Drop by. Drop by. I'll drop by your office tomorrow. I'll drop by your office tomorrow. Go by. Go by. Time goes by so quickly when you're having fun. Time goes by so quickly when you're having fun. Stand by. Stand by. I will stand by you no matter what happens. I will stand by you no matter what happens. Get by. Get by. It's hard to get by on such a low salary. It's hard to get by on such a low salary. Live by. Live by. He lives by his moral principles. He lives by his moral principles. Swing by. Swing by. Could you swing by the store and pick up some milk? Could you swing by the store and pick up some milk? Run by. Run by. I need to run by the bank before they close. I need to run by the bank before they close. Fly by. Fly by. The holidays always seem to fly by so fast. The holidays always seem to fly by so fast. Go by the name of. Go by the name of. He goes by the name of Jack at work. He goes by the name of Jack at work. Stand by for. Stand by for. Please stand by for further instructions. Please stand by for further instructions. Sit by. Sit by. I can't just sit by and watch this happen. I can't just sit by and watch this happen. Drive by. Drive by. We drove by the old neighborhood last night. We drove by the old neighborhood last night. Stand by one's word. Stand by one's word. He always stands by his word, you can trust him. He always stands by his word, you can trust him. Walk by. Walk by. I walked by the park on my way home. I walked by the park on my way home. Come by something. Come by something. How did you come by such a rare book? How did you come by such a rare book? Get by with. Get by with. We can get by with just one car for now. We can get by with just one car for now. See by. See by. You can see by his reaction that he's upset. You can see by his reaction that he's upset. Abide by the rules. Abide by the rules. The players must abide by the rules of the game. The players must abide by the rules of the game. Hang by a thread. Hang by a thread. His job is hanging by a thread after that mistake. His job is hanging by a thread after that mistake. Stand by someone. Stand by someone. Her friends stood by her during difficult times. Her friends stood by her during difficult times. Judge by. Judge by. Don't judge by appearances alone. Don't judge by appearances alone. Go by appearances. Go by appearances. You shouldn't go by appearances. Looks can be deceiving. You shouldn't go by appearances. Looks can be deceiving. Get by on. Get by on. They get by on just one salary. They get by on just one salary. Hold by. Hold by. She holds by her beliefs no matter what. She holds by her beliefs no matter what. Pass by something. Pass by something. Don't pass by this opportunity. Don't pass by this opportunity. Stand by the decision. Stand by the decision. The company stands by the decision to cut costs. The company stands by the decision to cut costs. Swing by a place. Swing by a place. I'll swing by your house after work. I'll swing by your house after work. Be taken by surprise. Be taken by surprise. We were taken by surprise by the sudden storm. We were taken by surprise by the sudden storm. Go by the book. Go by the book. He's the type who always goes by the book. He's the type who always goes by the book. Live by example. Live by example. He lives by example, inspiring others with his actions. He lives by example, inspiring others with his actions. Drop by for a visit. Drop by for a visit. Why don't you drop by for a visit this weekend? Why don't you drop by for a visit this weekend? Make it by. Make it by. We barely made it by before the deadline. We barely made it by before the deadline. Learn by heart. Learn by heart. You need to learn this poem by heart for class. You need to learn this poem by heart for class. Live by one's wits. Live by one's wits. He has to live by his wits after losing his job. He has to live by his wits after losing his job. Be bound by something. Be bound by something. The company is bound by the contract. The company is bound by the contract. Go by the wayside. Go by the wayside. Many traditions go by the wayside as time changes. Many traditions go by the wayside as time changes. Walk by faith. Walk by faith. They walk by faith, not by sight. They walk by faith, not by sight. Go by train. Go by train. We prefer to go by train when traveling long distances. We prefer to go by train when traveling long distances. Go by sea. Go by sea. They decided to go by sea on their vacation. They decided to go by sea on their vacation. Stand by your principles. Stand by your principles. He always stands by his principles, no matter the cost. He always stands by his principles, no matter the cost. Go by the clock. Go by the clock. We must go by the clock to stay on schedule. We must go by the clock to stay on schedule. Go by the rules. Go by the rules. You need to go by the rules if you want to succeed. You need to go by the rules if you want to succeed. Run by someone. Run by someone. I'll run this idea by my boss before making a decision. I'll run this idea by my boss before making a decision. Be touched by. Be touched by. She was touched by his kind words. She was touched by his kind words. Come by accident. Come by accident. We met by accident at the coffee shop. We met by accident at the coffee shop. Pass by unnoticed. Pass by unnoticed. The mistake passed by unnoticed in the report. The mistake passed by unnoticed in the report. Stand by one's guns. Stand by one's guns. Despite the criticism, she stood by her guns. Despite the criticism, she stood by her guns.
Các bạn cho mình xin một like và một đăng ký kênh nhé.